Now for number 19, says that sales at LL Boutique decreased 10% this month compared to last month. So basically what we're imagining is that last month's sales, if you decrease them by 10%, you will get this month's sales. And now it's getting ready to tell us this month, the sales were 130,581. We want to find out last month's sales. Now what we just saw is that if you want to decrease a number by 10%, you need to multiply that number times 1 minus 10%, but 10% needs to be a decimal, so it would be 0.1. That's 10% as a decimal, 0.1, because the decimal place is here. You go 2 places to the left, it should go in front of the 1 instead of behind the 0. So if you multiply times 1 minus 10%, that will decrease a number by 10%. So we're imagining that if you multiply a number by 0.9, you will decrease the number by 10%, and you will end up, in this case we're talking about the sales. So in fact, if you multiply last month's sales by 0.9, you will get this month's sales, which is 130,581. So if last month's sales, for example, maybe it's X, is last month's sales, if you multiply it times 0.9, you will get this month's sales. So if we make an equation, it would go last month's sales, which is X, times 0.9 equals this month's sales, which is the 130,581. So in order to solve for last month's sales, we need to just divide both sides by 0.9. So we actually need to do 130,581 divided by 0.9. And maybe it would help you to write that equation out. But we will end up getting 145,090. That should be last month's sales. 5,090. And then for number 20, it says shareholders in an electronics company were informed that the company's market share increased from 6.5% to 9.1%, which was 2.6 percentage points. What percent increase in sales does this represent? So this is where we're actually talking about percentages increasing and decreasing. And a lot of times you'll see it, I mean, here it's in the context of market shares, but you can imagine sometimes the context is with elections, because, you know, the percent of the vote that people are going to get, you know, it's always a percent. You say like, okay, this guy's going to get 45% of the vote or whatever. So here we're treating these percents like these are the numbers that we're talking about. And these are the numbers that are increasing or decreasing. And actually, we're talking about the increase. So it's increasing from 6.5 to 9.1. And we want to find out what the percent increase was. It tells us it's 2.6 percentage points, but that's actually the amount of the increase. Like we saw before, you want to divide the amount of the increase, which is just the difference between these two. And it finds it for us already. The difference is 2.6. That's the amount that it increased. And then we need to divide by the original amount. So it originally was 6.5. It became 9.1. So we need to divide by the original amount of 6.5. And it's 0.4. But this is a decimal. We need to convert this to a percent. So we need to move the decimal place 2 places to the right. So it would go up once. And then to go 2 places, we actually need to put a placeholder after the 4 so that it can go behind that other 0. So instead of the decimal place being in front of the 4, it needs to go after the 0 that's behind the 4 there. So it's 40%. Of course, 0.4 is 40%. So that's the end of this homework. Did I get them all right? Drum roll, please. Oh, well, I didn't do these on this homework, but started here. Cannot be graded. What did I do here? Oh, I think I had an extra slash or something. But anyways, I wonder if I can resubmit it. Wait, what did I do? It was supposed to be, and this is just a little blooper reel for you guys, but I'm looking at what I did on this problem. Solve for the rate. Oh, I should have had probably a decimal here or something. It should have been 74.5, is that the one? Because it's talking about something percent of 50 is 37. What is 37 out of 50 as a percent? Should have just been 74%. I don't know how I got those extra numbers. Now let's try that one. Ta-da! Is it gonna work? That was the one, 74%. Anyways, let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks for watching these. I hope it helps, and I'll be around. I want to help you guys. Of course, the quiz for chapter 6 is due next week, so there's a while to think about that one, think about the material, and we'll move on to chapter 8 after this. Chapter 8 is still going to be a lot of percents. We'll get more practice with that one, but I hope you'll have a great rest of your day. Bye.